I also have a feeling that my Discord's a little broken. It's just a wee bit. Doesn't matter. Either way. Hold on. I just want to see something. Okay, we're not doing that. Where is it? Yeah, it's connected. Gosh dang it. That's not what I meant to do. So I really don't know what's going on. Either way. I'm not gonna be dealing with that. As we got this option to deal with. Actually, I didn't look at bonuses. What are the bonuses that we get? Debut credits, total completion cinema, treasure cinema. Alright. Unfortunately, this can be two-player, but I'm on an emulator. And I don't know how to, I can't actually connect things with things. There's 2 floors. We had to get everything. We should be good. Do not matter. I'm going to completely ignore the, thing. So you gotta be quick with this. Don't care! Really, guys? How are you not carrying that? There's a cave entrance. Okay, there's the exit and there's the last thing. Is that it? I think so. Now we can leave. So we got these. The fuck was that sound? Oh, it gave us a bunch of time. Oh wow, that was fast. I unexpectedly found a treasure. So we got plenty of time. Well, this is the first floor anyways. It's also the easiest one, and since I won't be using anything, Done. And that's basically everyone. So, guys, there's gonna be your way out. Yep. I'm kind of just going to be ignoring that, because it's just an explanation. Alright. It needs 10. Are you serious? Every time! That's why I check. I get you guys. Throw Pikmin everywhere until it works. Have you guys work on that. Hold on, guys. Have you guys get this? And sure. Is that it? Yep, that's it. Let's go. Alright. Yeah, I think that's what I'm working on, is getting the last cutscene. I do not know what I need for the last cutscene, but I'm pretty sure it's beating all these stages. I don't know at what level, but I'm gonna try my best. Is there anything buried here? Doesn't look like it. Alright, we're gonna need a lot of these guys. That was close. Alright. Fuck these guys real quick. Okay, perfect every single stage. You got it. That's gonna be fun. Alright, so my strategy for this is just to have the purple Pikmin carry that over while I deal with things over here. Oh boy. That was quick! Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I did that out of complete randomness. Jesus Christ. Come on, guys. Hello, Purple. I'm pretty sure I could have had one more on that. Oh, everyone, and we're off. Yeah, that's fine. Final 4 and wait for that little queue for extra time. Nope, never mind. There we go. For a second I thought it wasn't going to activate. That actually scared me. This should be more entertaining to you than Pokemon. Because as you said before, it is the same story. Anything buried? Yep. Okay, you guys can bury that up. Oh boy. Can I react in time for this? Oh yes, I can. Okay, I didn't need to throw 2 of them at it. I only have a down spray. Okay. Is there anything over here? Nothing? Nothing? Okay. And have a purple dude over here. Help those guys. And B. Fudge my life! There we go. Well, that guy's gonna be digging that up for a while. Oh, hi, key. I found the key. Alright, bear. Hopefully, don't accidentally deal with another bug. Oh. There's a lot of buried things, actually. Is there anything buried here? Yep. There's just a lot of buried things here. I am so glad I came here. There's the exit that we're gonna need to bury up. Look, yep. He's gonna say that every single time. So, where is it? Oops. There it is. I have 5 of you here. I'm gonna cook 2 purples with that one. Another purple with this one just in case it needs more, and this one might need more. So, 1. Oops. Did not mean to throw you, sir. Help with digging that up. Could probably have a better time if I just called all the Pikmin and sprayed them. But you know. At the potato! Okay, you can stand by here. to shave off some time. And your job is to have everyone help carry whatever's next. Like this. It only has purple Pikmin on it, I think. There we go. That sped it up. Stripes. That's everything. Okay, good. That one's a perfect. There's always gonna be a high score, mainly because it's emulator. If it was on the actual Wii, there would have been a lot of these would have been perfected already. Holy fudge! We got lots of yellows. We got 100 yellows to work with here. Lost toy box. Now my curiosity is time. Ready? Start. Oh, they're all flowers. That makes things a lot easier. I'm not even hitting it. There we go. Oh, that's more than... Everyone just get that. Oh, I found Meijong. Okay. You're a pain. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This needs 10 probably. Yep. Why are you taking it that way? Okay. Good job, guys. Move that out of the way. Okay, you guys need trouble. Well, they don't need trouble, they're in trouble. Now what I meant to do. Alright, so the guy we need to get rid of is this guy right here, and then get everything else in here. That was very convenient. Throw a bunch of Pikmin in here. Surprisingly enough, it actually worked. Now this needs 10. That should be enough. And you, sir, drink that. Make that a little... Oh gosh, there's like 30 seconds. Fortunately, I cleared up a lot. I'm watching this marble. Let's go. I've never been a fan of these challenge runs. They honestly make me not, like, a little on edge because of the time. No matter if I have enough time or if they give me like loads of time, even still. There we go. Okay, thank you. Good job, guys. We got a lot more to care. Oh, fudge. There's one of them. Fortunately, I saved that spray. Guys, you better not get stuck. I don't want to go around looking for you. Unexpected dice. I rolled a D1. Well, I rolled a D6 and got a 1. Critical fail. Or critical success, depending on how you look at it. Please hit. Okay, that works. How did you get up there? They're going the wrong way. Okay, got it. Okay, hug the wall, hug the wall, hug the wall. Keep hugging the wall. We're good. Except for just one Pikmin. That one Pikmin got itself stuck. Can't see what I'm doing! We got Mario paint. There we go. We got that much. This probably needs 10 or 12. Nope, 5. There we go, we're good. And now the rest. There won't be anything buried, and it doesn't look like there is anything else. I really hope there isn't anything else. Because that means I'd have to go around again. Okay, you guys can help with that. See if we can help with this. Nope. Got it. There we go. There we go. Call you guys and let's leave. This is probably gonna get very repetitive. I don't know if I'm gonna stick through this. I'm probably gonna do like the first 5. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can. Oh god. One of each. 50 blues, 40. Oh boy. Yeah, and then do the first 5 and then switch over to a different game. Cause this, oh boy, is a doozy. This one you have to get everything. Meant to do that. So we have 50 of these guys. If I can actually hit you guys on the door. 10 of you should be fine. There's fudging brain dudes. how are you guys stuck? Get out. There we go. Okay, so my most worried opponent... Not this guy. This guy right here. That was close. Somehow I got enough for everything. Alright, 8 for that brain dude. No thank you. I'd much rather get everything else. Oh, there's the exit. Can I leave, please? Game. There we go. Kill before it kills us. There we go. There we go. We got this guy. This one's gonna be... There's 2 of them. Kill! Do it! I don't like that frog right now. Ow! Okay, taunt you. There we go. Alright, that's about everything. 2 Pikmin to take on that one dude. No thank you. There's 2 dudes right there though. They actually didn't get it. Okay. Only 3 of them went to it. Will this be enough? Oops. There we go. Now we should be enough. Hey, you can stay there then, sir. If you're gonna be stuck. You know, we got time for that. Oh! Alright, and now you're gone. I can take care of you. As long as I have 7 of you going up against that wall. Okay, 4 more. You can all go here. No, actually, attack the wall. Omar, stay there. I feel like it took a little bit too much time in this because they don't separate the captains. That's one of the things I do not do. I can tell you that right now. Probably could have used this phrase. That is everything. Now I'm running. Oh boy. Fortunately, I have batteries nearby. I don't know if that time bonus is gonna be... Actually, it worked. Wow. I thought I was gonna get a bad score because of it. Well, I'm gonna have to real quickly do a thing. Where are my batteries? Do I have batteries out front? No, I don't. I have batteries in here, though. Somewhere. That's not a battery. That's a charger. Found the batteries. Oh boy. I just about unleashed every single battery into a bag. Please fix yourselves. There we go. They fixed themselves. Did I lose any batteries? Oh, yep, there's a battery. There's another battery. There's another 2 batteries. There's more batteries. Sorry about this, guys. I was not expecting a thing to happen. In fact, I entirely forgot it was a thing that actually existed. Alright, do this so I don't accidentally do things. And then flip open. Okay, that's gonna be really hard to tell which batteries are dead. Totally. I have a fudging... I'm gonna be using 2 Energizer batteries. And replace a Duracell and... There's a Duracell. If I can get the other type, which is a Kirkland battery. There we go. Got them. Now I gotta switch your batteries. Where's the indication? Plus. Alright, plus side goes... This is the way, I think. Hope I'm right. Alright, batteries have been changed. These batteries can go back in the bag of technology and other things. And keyboard can go on. Yep, I put them in right. So we got 1 free of each, 2 floors. And 30 Pikmin total, 10 of each, except 10 of each of the mains. First thing we do. There it is. Run away! Don't eat your babies! There we go. Now, at least most of them are going to be flowers, which is good. There we go. That's them. Anything there? Nope. Nothing there. Camera's going crazy. We're gonna drink immediately, so we need 3 of you for that. Oh boy. Egg does not matter. Okay, we got the exit. All of you can carry that. I need to figure out where the exit grew. Over here. Yep, we're good. Does that specific sound of like a motor basically being turned off? I think is what it'd be identified as. But if you hear a motor going off, that is specifically a thing. I'm glad I saved my things. Go for it, guys. Kill the fudge out of it. Yep. You guys get that. You guys are not very good at figuring out what you guys need to carry or not carry. Alright, let's go the other way now. Okay, 5 of you can work on this. Well, actually, a bunch of you can. Alright, Omar. All these guys, stand here. Louis, you deal with everything else. This is the last item that we need to get. And this is as fast as we can carry it. I'm hitting the wrong button, that's what's going on. Here we go. So we have more Pikmin than we had before. Ooh. Yeah, that means we did not actually do the right thing. Basically what we have to do is get everything perfect, as in get everything like this. Leaf means you didn't do very well. So the thing that we didn't do well on this one is the fact that we let Pikmin die. Either way, we're gonna be switching stream to something very relaxing. And not that long. Hopefully we can actually finish it though. Either way, I will be back with you guys shortly. Good. Yeah, one thing I do need to do is this real quick. No, not audio. Because this game is fairly loud. Where is it? The first tree. There we go. That should be the right volume. Either way. We're gonna do this again. And this time, I'm gonna try and get everything, and I'm gonna stick with the basic order of the story. This is a beautiful, beautiful game. Not really... It's an art game, essentially. That's how I would describe the first tree. It's an art game. It's a game that's aesthetically pleasing for the eye. Has a very nice story. And has gorgeous music behind it. I love this game a little bit too much.
Are you awake? I thought I heard you get up.
Wait, not tab.
Yeah,
Shift.
I'm awake. Sorry, I just can't sleep.
Are you thinking about him?
Unfortunately, we don't have a controller.
a bit.
We're going to be using the
You should
mouse
get back to
and
sleep,
keyboard.
Milo. I'm fine.
No, it's okay. What else is on your mind?
I don't know. It seems weird, but I had one of the most vivid dreams of my life.
I wonder if we can go over
I saw
here.
a fox on a snowy mountain, just looking confused and worried.
Oh, you can.
Those eyes. I can't get those eyes out of my head. She was running in the windy snow, looking for something.
Do you think it has to do with you and what's been going on?
I don't know. It was just
So
a
there's
dream,
a little
Rachel.
tent over here.
They're not meant to make sense. A lot's happened the past couple days, that's all.
Well, if you're not going to sleep anyway, you should tell me. I want to hear.
I want to see how far you can go over this
All
way.
right.
Okay, that's as far as you can go. So there's about 5 secrets in this game, so I've heard. You could also find an Easter bunny. And yeah. Like I said, there's a lot to explore. I'm going to do my best not to deviate and basically follow the story very closely, but I'm also going to try and get everything. We ran through this once, but we never completed it. Mainly because I got lost. I got so very lost. Also, zigzagging up mountains can make it go faster when you're trying to travel uphill. And unfortunately, we've got this.
So, not far from her home, she followed that path to something unexpected.
Her cub had died. We don't know why it died.
She couldn't
but
stay, though. She had to find her other 2 children. So she took that path. She followed it towards something ancient. Something with answers.
There's gonna be a lot of
Fox
running
looked
around.
high and low, searching for any sign of her cubs. Points of light showed the way to this ancient tree. It was as if each one had a story to tell, all their own. The land was trying to tell my story, too. I felt like I was right behind her the whole time.
Also, fun fact, over here, I believe, there are some bunnies! Look at them! You can chase them around and everything. Hello, Lucario. I guess you're making that response, so I can't ask you the same question. I'm doing alright. I would normally say, what about yourself? But you've kind of already answered that.
Do you remember what my dad did for a living?
Wasn't he like a lumberjack?
That's one way of putting it.
Hey, look, you can see his
Wood
name on
was a
it.
canvas, and a carving knife was his paintbrush. Even after working a 50-hour week, even after his hands were more splinters than skin, he would bring home the nicest piece of Alaskan weeping cedar and make me toys. That wooden train was the first toy I can remember, and I loved it. I just knew from a young age I was going to be a lumberjack, like my father.
So my goal for this adventure, as the title entails, is to hopefully get as much things as we possibly can. And the gameplay of the entire game, depending on how you want to play it, it could go between an hour
As a kid,
to 2.
Did you ever do show and tell in your class?
Yeah, I think I only did it once, when I was in the 4th grade. You know how my life was around then. I wanted to show my class what helped pass the time and distracted me, so I brought a dozen paper cranes I had made. I think I told everyone how badly I wanted to be a bird and fly, embarrassingly enough.
Don't be embarrassed. Every kid wants to fly. For me, it was another toy from my dad, a wooden boat. I remember guarding it so carefully in my hands as I walked into class. When I sat down, a group of boys immediately made fun of it. They asked which trash can I found it in, or why an ugly log was my favorite toy. When I got up, I didn't even want to tell them my dad had carved it. I said it was a joke gift my friend had given me.
Kids can be so cruel.
Some of them are. I shouldn't have let them get to me, but it did. It's amazing we bounced back at all.
So there's quite a bit for us to collect. Because first off, you got all these star fragments. And hopefully I grab them all before going to the next area. Oh boy. Okay, there we go.
Usually those kids would leave me alone, but somehow they could tell I was different. They made fun of how far away I lived. They called my dad a sourdough. I was a blabbermouth as a kid, telling my dad stories I made up for hours. But after that show and tell, I didn't tell him much anymore. He didn't know exactly what was wrong, but his best guess was that the toys he carved weren't cool enough. He carved me a tank and tried to tell me what it was like to be in a real tank as a serviceman.
I didn't know your dad was in the military.
Yeah, in the army. The sad thing is that I'd pretty much forgotten until just now. There's so much I still don't know about him.
I'm sorry. He knows how much you love him. You're going to see him again soon and have some closure, I'm sure.
This is also a dreamscape of our narrator. So that's why you might be seeing things like this that the fox is digging up, as he's also telling his story. Dreamscapes are actually really cool. Because anything can happen in a
The
dream.
older I got, the more I withdrew. I asked myself, why talk to anybody anyway? Why bother when I'm happy by myself? I started drawing a lot, mostly animals I saw in the woods by my home.
Hopefully I can get this
I then
one
imagined
floating
designing
in the
my
air.
own hideouts with things like TVs and pantries full of chips and cookies. I think that idea of leaving home and drawing blueprints started my career. I found a lot of solace in
Oh,
that.
fudge. Well, we're gonna have
I'm
to
not
do that
surprised,
again.
But I did the same thing, you know? There's something special about having a place to call your own.
And now look at us. Well, if you count renting in an overpriced city.
It's as close as we can get for now.
There was a bush on that mountain. I only just noticed it until now. I guess that's our quickest way of getting up. Hopefully I know when to jump this time. Because you have to double jump to get that star. I think there's actually 150 in total in the game. So we're hopefully going to get them all. There we go. I was worried I was gonna miss it. Hey look, there's more bunnies! I don't know where you can find this large bunny. That's like the Easter bunny, essentially. But you can. There we go. We got those ones. And I think that might be it. After I get these ones. Unless there's like 3 more somewhere and I'm missing them. I hope I'm not. Oh, there we go. There are 3 I'm missing. Don't know how I was able to tell, but I was. More bunnies! Because I have a feeling you can find 25 in each area. Wait, not 25, 26. Wait. That's 26. So that's not 25 in each area. I really, really hope that's all. I'm gonna do a double check. Cause paranoia. Oh, never mind. Transition time. Come on, get up on a tree. I've done this before. Oh fudge, I messed up. Oh my goodness. Having so much trouble. How the fuck's trying to get on a tree? And I just walked off it twice. There we go. We got it. If the controls or the movement and jumping looks a little wonky, don't really worry about it. This game did just recently come out, like a few days ago.
My teenage years were full of sketching, angst, and trouble. I wasn't popular or unpopular. Maybe just forgettable. I guess that gave me a sense of freedom. So I hung out with crazy kids, doing crazy things, even though I mostly just watched the chaos ensue. We did it all. Put fireworks in mailboxes, hide roadkill in people's garages, break windows of the barber shop in Anchorage. My dad was furious, but he was so busy working he couldn't do much to stop me from going out.
I think being an adult means there's no one to stop you making hard decisions. He had to make a living, and he couldn't be in two places at once.
Yeah, I realize that now. But at the time, I was sure he was more interested in growing his business than what was going on with me.
We can get some
I
back to
was
back.
working another late night, and my friends were over, saying how bored they were and how they had come all the way out to my house for nothing.
Just to see if I can get up here.
One of them mentioned how that old, ugly beyond belief truck was still in the garage, and how we should take it for a spin. I was only 15, so I kind of fought it for a while. The next thing I knew, we were careening around the mountain path, rocks spitting onto the sides of the cliff, while my dad's cringeworthy bluegrass blared out the speakers.
Alright, so
I
this is
drove
probably
while my
just a
friends were in the
second
back of
way
that
out.
yellow and purple truck,
Just to see
throwing
where
beer
this
bottles
goes,
and
though.
trash at anything remotely interesting.
Oh,
Felt like I was
no,
soaring
there
in
we
the
go.
air with borrowed
Okay, no.
wings.
Never mind.
But all good things have endings.
Oh, hey, look,
A
there's a
cop
star
outside
over
of Eagle River pulled us over after he saw us in a bottle rocket into someone's yard. What followed was a long night of talking to disappointed adults and feeling smaller than ever.
I'm coming for you, star. Or light. I don't know what it is. But I'm coming for it. Come on. Okay, that did not work. There we go. So I'm gonna get the butterfly twice. One to get that star. And the other one so I can jump up and continue with the plot. There we go. Let's see. Oh, there's a star over here. I am so glad I climbed up this little hill. I would have accidentally missed a star, and that would have sucked. I really hope I do grab everything now. So far it looks like I haven't missed anything at least. Falling down the hill. Okay. Here we go. We'll just not break our legs and walk down it normally. Looks like you can get up there though.
After he drove me home from the police station, I blew up at him, saying how I never wanted to be like him, how I was going to be someone and leave that hick icebox for good. He just looked forward at the road with tired eyes. I took out that bluegrass tape from the cassette deck and chucked it out the window. In my sage teenage wisdom, I thought I approved the ultimate point. But my dad had a different idea. He slammed the brakes, slowly bowed his head while gripping the steering wheel, and finally looked at me. All he said, like it was a polite request, was, "Make this right." I sat there in silence, fuming, but I eventually got out and combed every square inch of the woods, muttering profanity after profanity. I found it 30 minutes later, near a small waterfall off the road. I went back to the truck, put the wet tape back in, and sure enough it worked. We didn't speak another word to each other the rest of the night.
Wow, I knew you were a crazy teenager, but...
It's hard to believe, isn't it? It surprises me too. It's like I didn't really know who that kid was back then. I bet my dad thought the same thing over and over. It's almost like he was saying, "Make this right," to himself, more than to me.
So this is how you can get 3 butterflies. I'm seeing if this can actually get me over this little hill. Just to see. Looks like I might not even need a jump. That didn't work at all. That just wasted a bunch of butterflies. Okay, I'm just gonna try this with 1 butterfly. Because that's gonna be a freaking pain if I can't do it with that 1 butterfly. And I already messed up. Here we go. Might as well try with 3 or 2. I want to try and get over on top of that thing. As you can see, his purple-yellow truck. I don't even know if you can get up there from the ground with the butterflies. I don't want to try it because I have a feeling it's not going to work. There has to be another way up. There's a star there. Fudge my life. I'm gonna end up wasting this one anyways. Is there actually a possibility I could get up from here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, if I try from there, maybe. Thing is, I don't know what you can and cannot do in this game. So experimentation is pretty much gonna be how we're gonna explore things. I already know it's gonna come up though. Get the butterflies again. There's no secret behind the waterfall. I don't think anyways. I mean, we could check the waterfall after. I just want to always try to get up on that hill. And then gotta get the butterflies again. So I can jump up that little cliff. Oh, they changed how the butterflies work when you get 9. I didn't even notice that. So even as I'm speaking and showing you guys all this, they're still working on the game. See, you can get up there. Holy fudge. I'm glad I did that jump. I'm gonna be getting these 3 butterflies multiple times, and then trying to find out how to get up there. I really hope there was like nothing in the first area I missed. Yeah, they changed how the butterflies fly around you. They put them in pairs instead of just random. Now, I really hope this works. Holy fudge, it worked. This was the thing I was remembering. Was this truck. Look at how small the fox is compared to this truck. It's ridiculous. Please let me jump. Thank you. The thing is, I didn't... When we first went through this, I didn't think to come up here because I didn't know you could get up here. And now that I know, they got more stars. So we left our first area with 26 stars. We're going to be living in this area with 52. The reason why I know it's 52 is because there's like 3 more stars for us to get. I think, I don't know, don't quote me on it. But you can see them right there. I've gotten all the dig spots, so I know exactly where they all are. I've gotten only 97 stars before.
My friends would laugh about that night and talk about how crazy it was. And I laughed along, pretending it didn't bother me. But it did. I imagined my friends growing old in the bush and able to find that thrill in those godforsaken ice fields. It's like those mountains were a literal wall, keeping me from leaving, where all I would have to look forward to are lumber yards and evening beers. I
didn't have to go that far. I guess I didn't need all 3.
That was my only goal for a long time.
I thought you needed 3. Oh, there's 53. Okay, so I didn't know there was that one there. I guess there's 54 then.
If there was some way I could take my love of drawing and turn it into a way of escape, nothing would make me happier. I wanted to create instead of tearing trees down. I wanted to move to the lower 48, not because I hated it there in Alaska, but I hated the idea of it. It's like all of that spite inside me had created this monster which followed me around my whole teenage years. I put so much energy into doing what others didn't expect of me. Why did I do that?
There's one fact you're forgetting, though. If you didn't have that fire in you, we probably would have never met.
You're absolutely right. Maybe the destination is all that matters in the end. But then why am I awake? Why am I seeing this fox go on her journey?
Well, he cut himself off. And he was gonna say, why am I still thinking of my dad? Because those are all really great questions if you think about it. For our protagonist anyways. Now actually, one thing I'm gonna do real quick is get the thing in the center. No, actually I said I was gonna stick with the story, so the last thing we're gonna want to do is get the thing in the center. But there's a thing you can find in the center. So get ready for a lot of searching, because I'm going to be trying to grab every single thing in this place. So I'm hopefully going to be leaving with like 70 something or 70 or 80 something stars. Because I think I generally know how many stars this the creators put in this area. Oh fudge, I did not double jump that. Oh, I missed. Oh, come on. Doing that too quickly. Because rushing through things leaves for error. There we go. 61. There's actually a lot of bush here. I've never actually checked all of this bush. And the thing is, I don't know if you need to. But then again, like I said, we're gonna be trying to gather everything, so expect this to go on for a while.
On our property, there were old abandoned pieces of a shed and car long left unused. I used to ask him all the time who those people were that left all this junk, and I'm sure he got so tired of hearing it that he made up some elaborate stories how a brown bear ate them and haunted the woods afterwards. What's funny is I think it made those people seem more real, growing up thinking they were still hanging out like they couldn't say goodbye. I used to tell my friends how I could swear I saw spirits move near the water, and that always freaked them out. I guess it didn't bother me, because the way I saw it, they were normal people with old cars and sheds, just trying to figure out how to survive and be happy in the middle of nowhere. It was a cool thought that they didn't want to leave, but you know, I was a weird kid.
Well, you had good company since those ghosts like living in a place where they were brutally devoured.
Always gotta look at the bright side of life. And that's how that guy saw it as a kid. In a way, I guess. Just make sure. Alright. Yeah, this is like a really, really steep cliff, little hill thing. thought I just missed that. But, the main reason why we had to come up here was this rock. I somehow actually timed that perfectly. So you have to crouch down at the exact same time the, light goes down. Like hit E on it right when the light goes down to time it well. And that was an accident of me timing that well, so fun. So far I've only seen rabbits in that one area. I think the Easter rabbit might actually be in the first area. Oh boy! It's gonna be fun to try and figure out things. Well, the fox only whimpers in this game. So I'm guessing the fox copies a dog when it's sad. And that's what the fox says. But yeah, the more stars we collect, the more we can put for an ending. Alright, zigzag up the mountain to get up there quicker. It feels quicker if you zigzag, I don't know why. It might just be me.
My dad built a lot of stuff in his free time. If he wasn't watching fly fishing or reading Tom Clancy novels, he was carving something. He made tons of birdhouses. Not that he was into bird watching, but I think he really missed working and adding on to the home. If he couldn't afford the time to build onto our own house, he would have to settle with watching birds move into their little homes. We kept an old mattress in the bed of that ugly yellow truck, so we would drive it deep into the woods and then watch the birds fly into their houses while the sun set. Usually it was accompanied by venison jerky or a cold Coke, but not a lot of talking, which is how we both liked it.
And I believe, yep, over here. My memory serves me correct. There was a dig spot way off over here. And then we're gonna have to go into a mountainy area. Or a rocky area. Like Rocky Road ice cream, which you can't eat. Nor do I really think I'd like it anyways if I could eat it.
We were happiest underneath the evergreens. We decided it was time to finally map out the hundreds of acres we lived on just to pass the time during the summer. He was only free in the evenings, so I would spend the day wasting time on dial-up internet and sketching, and then we would rush into the woods, pen and map in hand, before evening fell. Sometimes, the aurora borealis would cast a cold green glow on the mountainside, and we would finish our route underneath a twilight sky. Sometimes I was lonely during those summer days, but there was comfort in the routine.
A lot of teenagers aren't looking for the daily grind, though. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get out, to leave your childhood home. You wanted to progress, to make something of yourself.
Yeah, you're right. That house. I'm sure it's the same as how I left it. Then why does it feel so different?
I doubt you're the only adult to have looked back and asked that question.
I've never had that kind of experience. Well, not yet in my life. Have you ever had that experience? I don't think you've had it yet either, but you know. It's a question. Right. And... no. There we go. So the reason why I decided to leave the one that you could first find the last is mainly because we get to see what happens when you get all three. Also, I went to a dead end. So that's fun. Come on, Fox. You can squeeze! No, you can't squeeze through that, can you? Alright, let's see what you can do. I guess that works. Oh, okay, good thing I looked back here again. This is the exact same star I noticed previously when I first ran this, and I almost forgot it again. Jeebus. Now, I find it really funny is we're not close to the area that has a bunch of stars to the area that we basically finished the game in. We're halfway through the game and I've already gotten 80 of the things. Can't remember. Oh no, this is at the end. We cannot go that way. We have to go around. We're not a bird, so we cannot go up. We're not a mole, so we can't go down. Or to the side. We have to go around. As we are a fox. A mother fox looking for her children. Well, her other two children. Because the first one we found kind of is already gone. I'm pretty sure it was Mother Nature that took her cub. I think there's actually I don't know if there's one over here. I think there's something over here. We might as well check. Oh, I was right. There is something over here. We got shinies. We got shinies to collect. There we go. So here's the path that we started on in this area. And then right up here. Not only is there a dig spot, just to double check. No, alright.
Even at my most distant, at the times when I detested him the most, he kept reaching out. For a year straight, he asked me every week when we were going camping. I thought he was just dense. Eventually, to shut him up, I agreed. He carried out the worn lawn chairs from the garage and set up a cinder block campfire at the site we'd always used behind the house. We walked down the mountain path, talking in the warm sunshine we only got a couple months of the year. Those 3 obsidian rocks shimmered alongside the shore, almost like sparklers pressed against a dark window. I'll never forget that wet stone on my feet, or how those massive mountains looked even bigger in the lake's reflection. I felt small, but grateful. As the sun set, my dad found something I hadn't seen for a long time. The tree where I'd made my first carving when I was 6. I hadn't even carved it. My dad had helped me, but I still called it my tree. Something about seeing my name there made me open up, and we talked about everything that night in that old camouflage tent. I told him how much I loved sketching and design, and how it would be a dream to study architecture in Seattle. I told him how I didn't get along with my friends much anymore, but that I didn't mind being alone.
Come on.
He told me he was there for me.
Oh, whoops.
And he joked that if all he had to do was write my name on a tree to finally get me to talk, he would have left me carved logs with novels on them in front of my room every morning. I don't know why it took me that long to realize it.
Fudge!
But it was then I knew how much he had sacrificed for me.
There we go. And we found our second cup.
Stood nearby, unfazed, like nothing was wrong. My dad is dead, and he's never coming back, Rachel. I can tell you these stories, but I can never reminisce with him again. He can never hold a grandchild that we'll probably never be able to have. I can never talk to him again, and I'll never be able to say I'm sorry for everything.
Get over here. Get over here. So, this portion, you can miss quite a few things if you're not careful. So, the reason why I'm not going to speed through this is because I want to try and get these all. And also listen to this astounding music. No, that's too high. There we go. And last one. Okay. There we go. Is there something in here? Yes, there is. I'm glad I went through that. Because I missed those 3 initially. To be honest, it's music. The violin reminds me a lot of Lindsey Sterling. In this piece in particular, I mean. I think it's this piece that actually makes. And then, well, then there's also this piano part. That's something I'd really like to learn is that. I can already see a dig spot. I'm missing anything. I hope I'm not. I don't think there was actually anything over here. Don't fault me on that. I'm gonna look anyways, but then we're gonna go that way. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything over here. Nothing shiny. There is no light. There is nothing pushing us forward. Except for finding our third and final cup. And this is one of my most favorite areas in the game. I find it really funny that the fox has like a sway to its walk.
Joseph, you can't go to sleep feeling like this. I'm sorry for everything, and I know you need space, but I'm here for you. You don't need to feel so lost. Joseph, have I ever told you what my mother was like? You know what it's like not to have a mom at home. And you know how hard that made my childhood. What helped me was watching the birds in the morning before the school bus came. I thought that my mother was one of those birds, and it made me want to be free like her. My mom taught me how to fold origami cranes while she was in the hospital. So I told myself I would fold one every day until I could fly myself. I think we both have always loved animals. And for me, that love started with a dog. Sometimes this Rottweiler would come up to our property line and wait at the fence for me, but only once in a while. I was sure to check every day immediately after school, and it usually ended in disappointment. I would even steal money from my passed-out dad just so I could buy these off-brand dog biscuits. Even when she did stop by, she never went beyond the fence. Why was she so scared? I think my dad was the opposite of your dad in almost every way, except he was in the military as well. He coped with alcohol of every kind. The trailer started falling apart, he got angry, and I withdrew. More and more I became the weird, quiet kid who made lots of origami birds and carried dog biscuits around. I think we were pretty similar when it came to being the weird kids. And that same sincerity in college was one of the reasons I was so drawn to you. Life got worse and worse. And at one point, I really didn't think I could survive another day with my soul still intact. I had no real friends, let alone neighbors, since we lived in the middle of nowhere. I should have talked to my teacher, but I was scared what he would do if he found out. As I waited for the school bus one morning, I walked around until I found something in an abandoned shed. Something I can't put into words. I summoned courage I didn't know I had, and I broke into my dad's room and found the key to the shed where he had locked my bike. I'll never forget that feeling. The wind rushing by my ears as the sun rose over fields of wheat. I was flying for the first time. I biked as far as my legs could take me until I found a house that felt friendly, and that felt like home. Those strangers helped me in so many ways. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found my foster family. And if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't have met you. You have strength, Joseph, and you're not as alone as you think.
It's all just so pointless.
I thought I changed the title. Oops.
Just waiting for life to happen. It's like having the home I always wanted is
should've
cursed out
changed.
of my reach. The thought of being a parent myself.
Hold on.
How could
I'm
I
gonna
do
change
that when I
this real
couldn't
quick.
even be a good son?
Oh,
I'm
that's why I
sorry.
didn't change.
I know
Hold
what
on.
you're saying. I just don't know how things will work out. These quiet hours will turn into years, and we'll wonder which roads passed us by.
Then we'll forge a new road together. Besides, I discovered for myself that one fateful morning where any hopeful road leads to.
There we go.
There may be thorns and mist, but it always leads to the same thing.
That should be
And
fixed.
what's that?
Family.
I'm so glad that you're part of my family, Rachel.
And I'm glad you're part of mine.
So the reason why I'm going over here is my memory does serve me correctly on the fact that there's things that we can get over here. We have now collected 100 stars. 50 more to go. That's why I'm saying I really hope I'm not missing any, because if I miss a single star, I'll know. And then there's gonna be the fun of not finding it. I mean, if this was Pikmin 2, they did a lot to the graphics, I can tell you that much. But to be honest, if they made a Pikmin game with these kinds of graphics, that would honestly be pretty impressive. Though it's not the style that Nintendo has. I do as well. It's very stylized, and I know for a fact that they use cell shading in this. Nintendo has done cell shading before, but I don't know if Nintendo would use cell shading in this kind of style, stylized look for Pikmin. Though, to be honest, Pikmin in this kind of style would be amazing. The reason why I'm not using the original path is, if I remember correctly, there shouldn't, well, not shouldn't, but there isn't any stars on it. So we're going to take a path over here. Yeah, I could say that about a lot of games. I'm just saying games that I know. Like, this would work really well for Pikmin. Based on how... Like, you have Pikmin colorized red, blue, yellow. You also have purple Pikmin, you have white Pikmin, you have fairy Pikmin, or pink Pikmin, as some people might call them. I think they're actually called flying Pikmin. But, anyways, you also have rock Pikmin. Those span all the Pikmin games. And then imagine just seeing those guys in this kind of art style. That's what I mean by how it could work. Flyman, yes. Oh, whoa. Did I see a thing? No, I didn't. My eyes are deceiving me. Anyway, we had to head up this hill. Oh, my eyes do not deceive me. I see these very clearly. I can sometimes see things through the ground. Don't worry about it. Alright, zigzag. Ah! That sounds like a fun idea. And look at this area. Oh, we're falling! Okay! Whoops! We're dead! End of playthrough. I'm just trying to see if there's anything other than those up there. One of the things you can do is you can chase around the babies. They're the only ones that will actually react to your presence, as the adults literally could care less. Yeah, but this game, you can't really die. The thing that's gonna suck, though, is when we go to the end. Because we're getting really close to the end. And that is where I actually don't know what to do. I can get us to the tree. But anything past that, believe me, I spent an entire hour trying to figure out what to do, and I accidentally broke the game by doing so. I walked past the fence and it didn't seem like I was supposed to, because I literally just walked off a map and was falling for 20 minutes. Yeah, I had to say bye to Rachel. Cause I accidentally left the world. Oh, good luck with your match. Just to double check, I'm not missing anything. Yep, we're good to go. Oh yeah, we got a little bit of hardcore to do first before we continue to the next area. So I'm also assuming that you have dual monitors in doing this, or you're watching this in a different way. I still find it really funny that zigzagging up mountains is a lot faster than running straight up. I mean, it makes sense though, because if you go straight up a slope, you're gonna make yourself really tired. But if you go on an angle, it's not as tiring. Interesting. So, do you have Overwatch in a smaller window? Well, this is like off somewhere else. Also get used to very, very bright lights. I have a feeling I missed a few. Oh boy. How do you get over there?
Fox knew her last cub would be waiting for her at the first tree. She was almost there. The rain cascaded onto the Jade Valley where the entrance to the tree was. Life was protected there.
Oh, I see.
Because that's where life began.
That's an interesting way of playing.
There was now only a mother and a daughter left. Items from my life still dotted the ground as she moved closer to her destination and destiny.
Also, we're gonna break our legs again. And then we're gonna proceed to break our legs even more. Not as hard, but, you know, we're still breaking our legs. There's no denying the fact that we just broke our legs so badly. I almost jumped over that one. get up there. Okay, I guess we're going this way. There we go, now we're up.
At the end of high school, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time. Drive. I looked into the best architecture schools on the West Coast and got a dose of reality when looking at other students' portfolios and the high cost of tuition. I still wanted to be something, to be the next Alvaro Siza, and to make those thousands of sketches worth something in my grand history. But now even an internship sounds impossible. Siza helped me understand how essential emotion is in architecture, and he also said light is the real composer of space. I like to think these glints of light, like not finding a job or even a strange dream about a fox, are something I should be thankful for, even if the illuminated space is something I'm less than comfortable with.
I do agree though that light is, I agreed with this last time, that light is the composer of art, I think is what he said. And I don't see the quote right now, so I can't directly quote it. And I'm having a horrible memory because I'm very occupied with the game, but either way, I do 100% agree that light is very important when it comes to art. Because almost all cameras are light-based. Well, in the beginning, they have to capture light to take a photograph. And then there's also a balance within light that you'll need. When it comes to architecture, you have to make sure there's enough lighting in a certain room so that it's not dark. I guess, well, it can depend. But you get what I'm going for. Even when it comes to character creation, you have to figure out how light's going to interact with your object. For example, trying to shade glass. Light is inverted on glass. So instead of shading the edges to be dark, you have to shade the edges to be light. And where you would normally see light is dark. There really isn't all that much in the game in this area, but I feel like I have actually missed quite a few stars.
My dad was super supportive with my college plans, to a point. Things were okay until this terrible accident happened. I guess a forklift flipped over due to a bad axle, and it crushed one of the workers there. My dad didn't eat for days, even though he wasn't directly involved. It devastated him. Not only did it hurt the business, but it just freaked him out. He would talk in his sleep, muttering things about firing people and saying sorry. One fateful day he approached me, said that since my school search wasn't going well, I should finally be a man and take over the family business. He said one day he was going to die, and that all of his work, sacrifice, and even that man's life would be wasted in vain. I just lost it. Teenage me just exploded at the thought. I screwed up. I said things I shouldn't have. He was having a crisis, and I pretty much spit in his face.
I believe in his dream that would be the lumberjack factory that his dad works at or owns. It sounds like his dad completely owns a company. But yeah, we definitely missed a bunch of stars. At least 25. Well, less than 25. If not, we did miss 25. 25 or less. Something like that. We tried to get everything. But it doesn't look like we found everything. We've got sparks of light. Very few. We have very few sparks of light to collect. It's these 2 and the 3 over there that I don't know where they are. Oh, fudge it. Wait, no, there's more. Okay, if I can get this one. Alright, jump from here. There we go. Yeah, we have less than 25 that we missed. I think I saw something over here somewhere. Because there's those ones. And then there's like 2 over here. And there's also the dig spot that we're gonna have to go back to. There's a forklift that he talked about. But I wonder if you can... 8. Yeah, no, you can't go that way. Just double checking things. So yeah. We can put the box in it. Just put the box in the forklift. Secretly, the fox was actually running the forklift. And it was more than just an accident. But no. This game has a lot of deeper meaning. I think anyways. I've never beaten it. Though this is our second time. This is my second time actually playing it. I've never beaten it.
Was that the last time you talked to him?
No, I called on holidays, and he would call on my birthday. I guess we acted like nothing ever happened, which was stupid. Didn't want to ask about his lumberyard, and I'm sure he didn't want to ask about my job search. I never went back and visited. I think the last conversation we had was about what movies we had seen, and what exactly a best boy is in the credits. I thought he would be here so much longer.
And that is also a scary thing to go through.
In the distance, the first tree illuminated the wasteland. She couldn't go home anymore. She did the only thing she was capable of. Moving forward. My dad died alone in the middle of the wilderness. I should have been talking to him more. I should have done a lot of things differently.
If the first tree on Earth brought life with it, if it taught the birds to sing and fly and showed saplings how to grow, what could it do for us?
I have not played the new Overwatch map yet, but I heard it's really good.
Received yesterday from a name I didn't recognize, with the quote I can't stop thinking about. Death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it. More and more, I'm realizing one important truth. Each of us have our own journey to the first tree. But sometimes I'm not sure I'm ready to take that first step.
You already have my love.
Come on. There we go. Slowly getting up this tree. Again, zigzagging is the best way to climb uphill. Which is a little silly, but makes sense. Alright. The first tree awakens and gently asks if there is one last message the fox wants to tell her children. She replies back and says, "We only can use 132 characters." So I'm letting you guys choose the ending of what the fox will say. What this mother wants to tell her children. Are you guys able to think of anything? If not, I could put something. But I've already put something like it before. Oh, the music stopped. Oh, I thought of the thing. Don't always. And I guess I could have a few extra words. Now, here's the fun part. Wait for it.
I guess her journey was over. But I have no idea. It was only a dream. A distraction from tomorrow.
I don't think dreams normally bring back to memory so many important feelings. Maybe it was just a dream, but it was also a gift.
Yeah, I suppose. But tomorrow we're getting on a plane to the last place on Earth I want to be. The only person that would have made the trip worth it is gone.
You're going to see him and be with him one last time before you say goodbye. I have one last quote for you by Emerson, sealed in an imaginary letter from me to you. It is the secret of the world that all things subsist and do not die, but only retire a little from sight and afterward return again.
Reincarnation.
Go to sleep, my love. We have a big day tomorrow, but I'll be there with you every step of the way.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. Good night, Rachel.
Good night, Joseph.
Whoops. So, yes, we now get to play as Joseph. Here's Caitlin. Well, not Caitlin, sorry. Rachel. My goodness, I'm horrible with names. I have no clue what to do in this. I assumed that you had to leave. But the gate is locked. So this is gonna be a little tricky. I'm just gonna head off to a place where I remember hearing a strange sound and see what happens from there. Because I don't know what the heck you're supposed to do. Like this is like the most confusing part of a game for me. Hit into here and then hear crackles, which it sounds from like over here. But the thing is, I don't have, there's like no indication of what could have been here. And this is a place where I spent an hour searching with no luck. It's very easy to get back to this point. I can tell you that right now. It's pretty darn easy. But my problem is I don't know what to do when I get here. Also, I think they changed this area a little bit because I don't remember this being specifically like this. Because here's a fence I accidentally walked around. Did they fix it? Did they fix it? Let's see if they fixed it. Because you can walk up here. Wait, hold on. Come on, Joseph. I know you've done this before. I guess they fixed it. Which is good. I can tell you that right now, it's good. They got God rays in here. Can you go in here? No, you cannot go in here. I still don't know what to do though. Because there's an invisible wall here. You're supposed to do something in this area. And I don't know what it is. I'd like to figure it out though. I've honestly ran around this area so many times, it's honestly a little ridiculous. You can do parkour a little bit. But that only gets you up here. And this achieves you next to nothing. You can get stuck. I've had it happen before. But I don't know. I've tried everything inside. I've tried just about everything outside. I thought that you needed a key. Because my initial response was follow this path. Because in the previous sections, that's all you did was follow the path. And yet this path ends at a locked gate that you cannot open. I thought you had to go out somewhere. But I don't know. This is all rather confusing for me. You can't really interact with a truck. You can open this and see this truck that we've seen before. It's not as massive as we previously saw it when we were the fox. Since we are human. Yes, we are ghosts, don't worry about it. We have a nursery. In the nursery, they have a picture of a fox. I don't know what that is. They have an empty room here. I just walk so I don't accidentally run past things. I just really don't know what to do. You want to use the phone? Here's another picture of a fox. Can I sit down? Or something? I can get up here. I could stand on the couch. That's not proper etiquette, but you know. Just smash my head into the ceiling. There's a rabbit. I really don't know what it is. doesn't seem like it's anything inside. I mean, there's a toilet. There's a toilet right here. A mirror on. Who puts a mirror there? Like a magnifying mirror. Who puts that? There's a candle here too. Who puts a candle there? I guess Joseph and Rachel do that, but still, it's a little weird. There's a carving knife. There's a toy boat. I'm gonna close this door. There's a lot of stuff that you found in the game that are here. I just really don't know what to do. Do you guys have any? Do you guys have any information on what I'm supposed to do here? Just out of curiosity. I'm just gonna walk for a while to see if you guys have any. Oh, you guys do whatever. I don't know. This is like the problem. I just don't know what you're supposed to do. This doesn't feel like there's anything you can do. This is 6 months after you had that dream with a fox and told that story. There's like nothing that's going on. I heard the crack. But what then? I don't know if you had, I don't think you interact with Rachel. Because she will not wake up no matter what you do. She seems to be a pretty heavy sleeper. There's some wind. Do we sit over here? At this bench with a lighter? And hammer? Well, hatchet? Not hammer. Hammer and hatchet act completely different from each other. And are used for completely different purposes. There's a lake down there. That's actually another thing I thought you had to do was like go down to the lake. There's just like no indication of what you're supposed to do. People have guides for the Easter Bunny achievement and the whoa, what is that? That is, you can zoom? I didn't know you could zoom. You could focus on things like the, I think that was the Aurora Borealis? I didn't know you could zoom. Oh, that feels so cool. Why am I so entertained by this? It's like, oh, it's a truck. I heard something over there. Oh, I spun too quickly. I heard something over there. Like, you can like get a very cinematic view, or like a feel essentially. I don't know what it'd be called, but like you get like this feel. Look at these flowers. The foliage in this game is pretty nice. It's nicer than most. I can tell you that right now. But I'm actually completely clueless on what you're supposed to do. We have a birdhouse over there. I wonder. Hold on. Alright, Joseph, you're gonna run. I'm tired of walking. All I know is that I think you're supposed to meet the fox somewhere. Or meet a fox, not the fox in the dream, because that was a fox in a dream. I don't know. Either way, it's very strange. We're gonna run back to this house. I really don't know, though. I mean, if you want to make people tense during this moment, Fudging adds slender music to it. Because it looks like you got like the exact same controls, but instead of looking for pages, you're looking for a fudging fox. I think. I have absolutely no clue. I am completely lost. And I have absolutely no clue what you're supposed to do. Since you can zoom, I wonder if you have to zoom into like a specific picture. Ugh. I am so confused. Time is always at a standstill during these moments, too. There's nothing in here. I'm gonna open all the doors. There's her. We can look at ourselves in a mirror but see that we're ghosts. Certificate of USDD and Department of the Army. Well, someone wasn't happy. They picked out the eyes. Also, she's very tired. She has dreadlocks, which I found very interesting when I first looked at it. They have a Holy Bible. The Bible of Religion and Mythology. Book of Mythology, the tree something. This guy's a lot of different books. I Heart AK. We have a nursery, it's not all set up though. There's still some work to be done. Here's a fox. And this is... oh, it's two people. It's a little abstract. But I see two people in there. I see a fox in there. I see a bunch of flowers. That's about it. Strange. Oh, that's cool. They made the ceiling a star. Ceiling stars. There's some god rays here. Is there anything that this guy could do? Get a drink? Are you thirsty? You need to clean your hands? Do you want toast? What do you want, Joseph? Here's a fox. It's very well drawn, to be honest. Like, you could use that as a reference picture. I think that's actually an Arctic fox pouncing into the snow. It's really funny watching them hunt. Like, go on to YouTube and just look at and search up BBC fox hunt. Well, not fox, like Arctic fox hunting. That's a really pretty picture. Oh my goodness. That's the AC. What do I do? I need help. There's a child. I think that's actually Joseph in this picture. And then there's this picture of his grandfather, I believe. No, not his grandfather, his father. There's a drink here. Do you want that? No? What do you want, Joseph? We've zoomed in everywhere. I still think this is kind of funny. He doesn't want anything from here. Oh my... Why is this so confusing? I'm gonna have like a repeat of what happened last time where I just wandered around, did nothing. And close fudging doors. I opened all the doors because I didn't know what to do, and I'm gonna close all the doors because I don't know what to do. He doesn't want to go back to sleep at all. That's not even an option for this guy. Okay, every single door is closed. Except for this door. And they parked very awkwardly in this garage because that door cannot be opened. Don't I sleep in here? I don't know. I am so lost. Cause this is like the most confusing part for me. I'm glad they fixed the part where I ended up walking off and like falling off a map, but it still doesn't tell me what I'm supposed to do. I'm glad it doesn't like throw it in your face what you're supposed to do. But I really don't know. I haven't figured it out. I could do parkour. Not enough parkour, but I could parkour onto some tires. And rocks. That's as much as I can do. It's just jump around. does that have to be so confusing? I mean, it probably isn't confusing, but it's not clear what you're supposed to do. I'm just really confused. What do you do? I'm just walking around trying to activate anything. Sound cue. Cutscene cue. Anything. I thought he'd want to drive off somewhere, which is why I thought maybe go to the garage, but he doesn't do anything with the car. I have a feeling you had to do something with the car, though. It's like, I'm so clueless. I need help. I really do. Oh wait, I can do this? What? I think I figured out what you're supposed to do. I didn't know you could go in the tent.
What the hell?
That is a glowing fox. Hey, wait up! I wonder why that part's not cut off. Whoa, did that grass just grow? I guess. It's a fox, not a dog. And the sun's actually rising now. Holy the plant life is gorgeous! Finally figured out what to do. I am so freaking happy that I figured out what to do in this area. Oh, that's really bright. I just realized how bright that was. I knew we had to go down to the lake. It's also raining a little bit. We've almost caught up to her. She's gonna run straight through the water? I have a feeling she's gonna run straight through the water. Oh no, she's not. Again, these instruments have such beautiful harmony. Butterflies. They're not purple, they're yellow. They have yellowy orange, I'd say. this guy got tired.
What is this?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this what I wrote? Is this literally what I wrote? It is! Oh my goodness! Wait, no it's not. You are my heart, my life, and my happiness. To see you is gone. Oh. Oh, I can't read it anymore! Joseph turned around to look at the pups. The mother fox, this was his dream. That was the journey to the first tree. They used the exact same piece that the game started with. Alright, who's the composer of this? Who is the composer? Music by Josh Kramer. Alright, I need to write that down. No! I thought it was additional words. I was too busy writing down the name. And here's a bunch of users. Would you like to submit your statement? Sure! I think those are the statements that you can find on the tree, which is rather interesting. So now that we figured out how to do that, what did you guys think of the first tree? My thoughts on this game is, it may not be it may not be like everyone's choice. I understand that. It is a bit of a niche game, but it's aesthetically pleasing. Probably the last tree to ever see it. Well, I guess the person the last. Makes sense. But either way, as I was saying, this game is very aesthetically pleasing. It's more of an art game than anything else. Well, actually, that's what Joseph, our narrator, and the guy that we played at the end, actually, his father was actually a lumberjack. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. You can find this game on Steam. It's like not even $10. Also, there's a difference between CAD and USD, so that's why I'm saying it's at least under $10. Cause I got it for like $8. Let me see. I haven't found the secrets of the game, but, you know. There's at least 3 things I think I can do on the achievements list. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. There's 4 I'm not going to be able to do. How did I unlock 4 of 9? I guess it didn't count. Either way. Let me double check a thing. Where is it? Yeah, it was $8 from in CAD. It's $8. I don't know the transaction for other places, but I hope you guys enjoyed this game. And I would recommend it to anyone who loves artsy type games, or games where you can play as an animal. It really is an interesting game, I will tell you that. Anyways, I will see you all next time. Bye bye.